big thing leads up to you may need your air conditioner looked at, or you may need to call in a service call. One, if you notice your air conditioner running extremely long period of time without cycling on and off. Granted, if it's 95 to 100 out, you're probably not going to get a lot of cycling, but if it's 70 to 80, you should be cycling a lot during the day. If you notice noises that don't normally sound, that's usually a hint that something ain't quite right. Be worth looking at before it becomes a bigger deal. You know, we've seen fan blades come apart in an outdoor unit that they can tear up a lot of things, cause a lot of damage, sometimes just destroy the unit. When things are off and you're like, man, that thing's just louder than it used to be, might be worth taking a look at, saving it before it decides to Chernobyl itself. You know, we run into a lot of condensate issues, which is bad for people because they ended up with water damage and mold. But a lot of times, you know, for most people, air conditioner's out of sight, out of mind. They think their air conditioner's the thermostat on the wall, and as long as it's working, everything's great. But there's a lot of different moving parts and pieces to it. You've got condensation removal, and when that drain plugs up, if you're not watching where it goes to, it can just be overflowing, going in your crawl space, getting your floor wet, causing your floors to buckle, hardwoods to buckle, you know, walls to mold. There's a lot of hidden things in an HVAC that, like I said, it's out of sight, out of mind. People like, it's cooling. It's been cooling, and there's a big difference between it's been cooling fine and it's been cooling properly. Sometimes you can get by, you can drive on a flat tire for quite a while, but eventually it's going to tear up the rim and everything else. Your AC is the same way. If you don't stop and fix what needs to be fixed, it'll just keep getting worse. It'll never get better on its own. And that's when we come in, and then lo and behold, it costs money to put things back together when it may have just been a small little item that could have been prevented. But sadly enough, landlords are just in a position that they don't get to be in the house, and they're counting on their tenant to take care of things. And sadly enough, most tenants don't treat it as their own home because they just don't. I can't tell you how many compressors we've had washed out and bad over a $5 filter that never got changed. It's a hard conversation with the landlord when you've got a couple $1,000 repair or need a new unit over a $5 filter, and in the lease it said, you know, they're supposed to change filters. That's just one of the things that, especially property managers, if we can get them on a routine maintenance and we're on site twice a year, we're at least changing those filters and knowing if things are getting done, trying to extend the life of their investment, because whenever nobody wants to put in a new system, and thanks, you're not a landlord, they're wanting that property to cash flow, not to just be a cash cow for somebody else. That's our whole focus with maintenance, is extending the life of the equipment, keeping it running, keeping a good relationship with people, being their HVAC person. We know our customers. A lot of people call me and I remember what equipment they have, what brand they run, where it's located at. We just built that relationship with them. We can walk them through a lot of things over the phone. Sometimes they'll call on a weekend and tell us what's going on, and it may be something simple that was just overlooked, and we can walk them through fixing it. Don't need a service call. I'm more than happy to help someone out, save them money and save me having to go out on a weekend or a holiday.